everybody. Today we're going to see how to make another type of Flexagon, or to make a Flexagon in another method. So in the previous video, we saw how to make a Flexagon with using one piece of paper. In this video, you're going to only need 3 square pieces of paper. They all have to be the same size. And so this will be the finished result. So it will be like a tri-colored one. So I guess you don't have to color because I already chose colored paper. But the coloring concept is the same. You also need some tape if you have the opening pockets. In the other video, I said that you only had to use tape if the pockets were like kind of popping out. Same thing with this. If they pop out, then you can always use tape. So let's get started. To fold, we're going to need 3 parts. So we're going to see how to fold them. So to fold them, you fold them in half. And you don't want to crease. And then you fold these in half. So basically we're doing the same exact steps as we did in the other video. It's just we're doing it by with 1 square and with 3 squares to make the 3 color effect. So now you fold both the corners inside. Now we're going to fold this way to make 8 different squares. So I fold it in half. And then fold backwards. And you get 8 squares with some pockets. So now you have this 2 by 8 or 4 by 8 rectangle. So after you've done that, you take this middle corner and this corner, and then you kind of fold along that, and then do the same with these 2 corners. And then these 2 corners. And then lastly, these 2 corners. Like this one and then this one. Basically you're folding diagonally for every 2 squares. Now you have this it's a rhombus. So we have this rhombus in the middle and then 4 corners. So now what we do is so you can see we have pockets. And this is an easy way to fold. What we actually are supposed to do is fold it diagonally. But to make it easier is you just take this corner and then you fold it. So you're making a cross. So this way and then this way. And kind of do that. And then do the same with the other 4 corners. And also, if you have the paper that have 2 sides, a white side and a colored side, in the first step, so this would be the white side, and the outside would be the colored side. So after we've done this, we have to make for the other 2 papers, and that's it. So now, after you've folded all 3 squares, you should have this. And so now we'll see how to interlock them together and make the whole thing ready. So first what you do is you open this up. So you know how we kind of folded like this and everything? We're just going to open it up and then put another piece inside. So it's only up till the halfway mark. You kind of you didn't crease it at all, but you can see it faintly. And then we close it back in. And then you kind of want to seal it. And then you open this part, and then put the other piece in. Remember, again, halfway, and then kind of close it in. So now you have the three pieces overlapping together. So you kind of want to, you don't want to kind of, so like if it was like this, you don't want that to happen. Just want it inside. And now it kind of looks like the other one that we did, like the one with one piece of paper. It's all a strip. And so now we're going to kind of fold it so that it'll be easier. Now if you see the other part, you kind of want to push it in. That's not good. And after you did that, now I want to put this part in. So like this is the blue, this is the extra of the blue. And then I'm just going to tuck this in the pocket. And then I'm just going to push it in. Now I'm just going to push these corners in and then kind of like fold it on the top and bottom like this. And now what we can do is, first you want to kind of push this out. So kind of push it out to get prepared. And then you take these top corners and then you just push them in. And remember, always push them out. You don't want them to go inside. That would just look like a deflated, it would have this deflated look. And then kind of like push that in. And then you do the same for the other side. And then what you do is you take these corners and then kind of push them in. So now you have this weird looking hexagon. And do the same with the other side. And remember, oh no, it came off. And remember, you don't want to deflate it, or else this is what it would look like. So you don't want that. And to prevent that, you just put your finger inside. Oh my. Now, you want to kind of fold it there. Since this is 3 pieces of paper, it's going to have a little bit more sturdiness, so it's kind of hard to handle. And then you do the same with the other side. Oh. If this is your first time doing it, I strongly suggest that you find a second pair of hands, because I've done this many times and I'm still struggling here. So remember, you want to push these out. It's a key thing. And then remember, push these out. And then take these corners and then push them in. And that's it. And it's magically transformed into a Flexagon. This is much harder to flex. Oh, and then there are going to be tons of opening pockets. Since this is tri-colored, like meaning you have this you have these 2 overlapped papers, so it's going to be you have to maintain it more, and so like that's why I suggest that you put tape here and not here, because it's not going to rip as much here, but it is obviously going to be here because it's kind of under that pressure. And so like you need to have a lot more force to flex this thing, but at the same time it's much sturdier than this one, you know. Just one flimsy paper overlapped once, and then this, it's overlapped 3 times, so it gives, I guess, 3 times the sturdiness than that one. So I guess that's it to this Flexagon making. Like, this is only one method, and this is another method, but there are more methods. Like, you can use, but the other methods, they're going to use much more tape, and it would lose the purpose of origami, but it doesn't have to be origami. You can just make flexagons. So that's it. Bye.